Yeah, let's hear it for the boy. I mean, Jake Browning earning some cash, but then an odd moment here. Browning goes down, looked like maybe a dislocated thumb on the throwing hand, but deemed to be cramping. Browning returns to the locker room, back out on the field, showing some discomfort, would leave the game, but just muscle cramps returned the next drive. 5 minutes left in the fourth. Colts down 31-14. Minshew dropped by Trey Hendrickson, having a season. Second sack of the game. Bengals would tack on a field goal their next drive. They'd go on to win this one 34-14. So the good times under Jake Browning roll on. 18-24, 275, 2 touchdowns, and a 20-point victory that brings the Colts' 4-game win streak to a close. A 79.3 completion percentage for Browning. Spectacular stuff.
Jake, Coach Taylor told us that he talked to you guys about who the playoff teams are and how you have to fight here in this division. How are you all able to overcome the first half and the Colts were able to tie it up?
Yeah, I think we played well in the first half. I just had a bad throw that got tipped and they returned it for a pick. And so, I mean, you have one bad play and it turns into 7 points going the other way. That's tough, but I felt like we did have a really good first half. And so when we went at halftime and said, hey, we had one bad play and just keep it rolling. And I think it's kind of what we did. Nice balanced attack and felt good about it.
Your defense came up with some key stops, some takeaways. How much of a boost did they give you all?
Huge. I think I gave them as many points as they gave up. So, you know, anytime you hold an offense like that to 7 points, it's an incredible performance. And I'm just pissed that they got 14 and 7 of it was because I threw a pick.
At this moment, though, you are in the playoffs. Are you having fun?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so much fun playing with this team. I feel like we rally around each other, and we're playing good football right now, so we got to keep it rolling.
You came back out here to the crowd cheering you on when you went down for a hand cramp?
Yeah, I think there's there must be an adjustment to playing again, and it's cold, so then I just don't drink water, and then I cramp, and then I'm pissed off getting an IV, and then come out, and luckily AJ went in, and sounds like he should have had a touchdown.
Well, glad you bounced back, Jake. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Cramping. Drink water.
Sound advice. I say the same to you, Ryan.
Yeah, you just took a sip.
You got to drink your water. Jake Browning in his first 3 starts, almost 80% completion. And you heard it right there, playing his team back into playoff position. High-quality H2O en route to a win here for Jake Browning. I mean, Joe Burrow goes down and you're feeling like that's a wrap. You're also our draft expert here, Ryan. Tell me, what's different about the guy that was graded coming out of Washington and the one we're watching really execute here on Sundays?
It's so funny you say that, Joe, because yes, there is a quarterback controversy. There's no quarterback controversy, but this is a great story. And the underlying point that I think you're sort of making is that it is so difficult to evaluate quarterbacks, whether you do it on the media side or whether you do it on the NFL side, where you have 80 people working for you to try to figure out who's who and who should go where and why they should go where they get drafted. This is such a fun story for Jake Browning. I love the message that water is important, because it certainly is. I had never seen a hand cramp as a reason to leave the field. It didn't matter. He came back out there. He was slinging. The fact that he's completed over 80% of his passes in 3 games, I cannot even wrap my brain around that. We saw him come out in the Steelers game to start things like, oh, he's the backup. This is what you should do, kids. Drink water. It keeps you hydrated. It avoids hand cramping if you play video games, if you're an NFL quarterback. But look, man, they are in it. And we heard Jake talk about it. They are the 7th seed currently in the AFC. They are better than the team ahead of them, currently the Pittsburgh Steelers. 4 teams in the AFC North who sit here. This team, I feel like, is going to be a legit problem in the playoffs because you can trust your quarterback. And that's the thing. If you don't have a quarterback that you trust, you can see the body language in the receivers and the offensive line, and the Bengals have that. The defense is starting to play a little better, and momentum is a real thing in football.
You don't have to sell me that at all. This is a team playing with momentum, belief. There's a lot of people sitting around the league saying, we can't find one quarterback. You found 2? Jake Browning looking like faux Burrow here over his 3 starts.
Well done.
With the Bengals. Plenty more coming here on Game Day Scoreboard. We got highlights. The division on the line. Game decided in the final 90 seconds. Find out how it went down next.